funky, innit? Stubborn.
You gotta leave it. You gotta leave that horse to dehydrate, bro.
Yeah.
So you gotta leave them niggas to die, man.
Yeah, brother.
Dehydrate.
You gotta precept.
Romans 11:7 says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, Yahweh hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day."
Right. So the Most High took away the ability to spiritually hear and to spiritually see what we're talking about, because we all have physical eyes and ears, right? But Jacob, when they stand before us, for some strange reason, well, not strange because we know, but they can't see what we're talking about because their head is so hardened. Like what we're saying is not resonating in their minds, because their mind is that of a stone. It's an adamant stone, and the stone, you can't insert something inside the stone, all right? Only if it's flesh. That's why in the world to come, the Most High is going to give us, take away the stony, and give away a fleshly mind, man. All right? Because right now, the majority of our people, they are, like I said, they're the fulfillment of Ezekiel in chapter 2 and chapter 3. Okay? So the Most High, they can't hear. That's why I said, if any man have an ear, if, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because your house child dealing with a bunch of a nigga, man. They were just trying to get some drumsticks, man. Some wings, some barbecue wings, man.
Yeah, but you got some more too. You got some more.
Yeah, some fillets.
I didn't bring the sound on, you gotta bring it.
Yeah, he got some more.
Yeah, so verse 9 it says, "And David saith, Let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them."
Right.
Because you know, so actually, no, keep reading.
Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
Yeah, because you have to understand. Because see, we can talk about Jacob, like ourselves especially. But when you really, because the thing with Jacob, it's not that Jacob don't understand the precepts. It's just that there's a spiritual entity, or the angels of the Lord that's blocking him from understanding. Or they'll make a spiritual entity that may enter his mind, and he'll just totally negate the scriptures altogether. He'll truly be a gainsayer, because that's how the Lord wants it. The Lord likes that battle between, the men of God and also the men of our nation of the wicked. Okay, and even our women too. So there's that battle, there's that continual battle. And I never really thought about that, but it's really all in the Lord's dealing. Because see, you could break a scripture down to an ordinary Negro, right? Or let's just say even a guy that looks like an Israelite that's Italian. You could break it down to him, but he's not going to understand it. Why? Because the Lord blocked his mind from getting it. Okay, and that's why also, and not only can the Lord do that, but it also states in the scriptures as well that the Lord can choose your delusions. Like it says in, I think it's Jeremiah, right?
Now Isaiah.
It's Isaiah. Yeah, it says, "I will send them strong delusions that you should believe a lie." So all of them Christian Negroes, okay, and all of those Imam Negroes out there that's so proud of their religion, it's just that the Lord pretty much gave them up to a delusion, believing in something that's not really factual, that's not true. That's all it is. So the Lord did two things. The Lord blinded their asses spiritually, and he also sent them strong delusions. So when they come up here and we try to break it down to them, they can't see it, and they don't want to see it, because there's a spirit that don't want them to see it. There's a bad spirit in their head that don't want them to see it. And it may not be a bad spirit, it's just a spirit, you know. I don't cut you, brother. Because all of the spirits, they all corresponded by the ways of the Lord. So all of the spirits, they all righteous anyway. I have to correct myself.
Yeah, because there's how I made a parable about the soul.
Right.
And then they say if the soul went out the soul, right? And then there was a bird that came and took away the seed that was sown in it. That's an example a hard-headed nigga, man. That's basically a nigga. Get different instances of basically niggas basically. And then it went to the righteous, how the seed went into them, and then they went into the ground, and then they multiplied, and some 30-fold, 60-fold, and rare tear. And then one seed got taken, and then the bird came and took it out. So that's in fact we can get that.
That's in Matthew 13.
Matthew 13.
Right? Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the hearts, and the word heart means mind, of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, and convert and be healed, man. And that guy didn't want to be healed. You couldn't say anything to them.
Yeah.
Anytime he got cut, he moved to a different subject. They always do that, man. You know? No, let's stay on that point. We cut you, but in this one this, in this one that. And basically, it's all about saving Esau, man. That's basically what it is. Yeah, because he said he was what? Angolan? And he said, Edomite, isn't it?
If you give him enough time,
Yeah.
he said, well, what about the ones that he wouldn't have said any other.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that would have been the first people that he'd have come out.
Would have mentioned it. Yeah, that's it. And the Lord has given that delusion that the white man likes them, man. So when all hell breaks loose, their master's going to kill them, man. Them 2/3, man.
Read that.
Yeah, Isaiah 69, 66. I'll choose their delusions. Because he's into Christianity, that's a delusion, man. A big one. A big one, man.
That's it. You know, and that's the problem with Jake. You know, Jake is under a delusion mindset. Cause you got several amount of type of chicks. You got the niggas that hang around in the street corner, and you got the mama boys that go to church every given Sunday.
Yep.
So you have them type of guys as well, but they're all been shit. It's a joke. They've all been chosen to be delusional. Okay. So when the light is spread before them, they don't want to see the light because that's not their path. Their path is to be a bunch of Negroes, simpletons in the world, all throughout their life, and then be destroyed at the end of the day, man. And amongst our people, you're gonna find the ones that are gonna be worthy and meet for repentance. And guess what? To add the icing on the cake, the Lord chooses whether you come in the truth or not. Okay, John 15. Because we were all delusional. Okay, we were all, brought down our mind into different philosophies, and we were hard-headed in some kind of form of way in our life. But the Lord chose us. He opened our minds up. He cleaned all that gunk out of our minds and opened us to this truth. And this is why we're here today, standing up on our feet. Why? Because the spirit of life entered into us, which is this word. So if the spirit of life entered into you, then you're going to stand up and you're going to bring out the word. You're going to understand the scriptures in totality. But if you're so-called, you're 2/3, yeah, and you haven't got the memo through the spirit, then you're going to be a dead man walking. See, you're physically dead. And that's the problem with the 2/3 of our people. All right, the Lord got them in that dead state. That I shall send them strong delusions, and they shall believe a lie. That's the living going on.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9 and 10, that this is a rebellious people,
Right, scripture.
lying children.
And you know what too, you have to go deep as well. Because see, this ain't about what we feel and what we think. Because a lot of us, we're in the flesh, we get emotional. But just thought about something, right? Now, when you check out the Pharaoh was able to rebel against the commands of the Lord when Moses was on the scene. Moses was on the scene, and he told the Pharaoh, he said, let my people go. Right? And there was a time where the Pharaoh, he actually wanted to accept what Moses was saying unto him, because the Pharaoh was getting jacked up so bad that he had to take heed. But there was a spirit of the Lord that had them rebel. So to go deeper, the reason why people rebel against this truth is because the Lord made them rebel against this truth to show an example on how not to be. Because the Lord has everything on lockdown. Read that.
Children that will not hear the law
Right.
of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people want to hear. They want to hear Jesus loves everybody, and they want to hear that smooth talk. But the way the real men of God, the way they approach the words of the Heavenly Father, it was rough. It was straightforward. Okay, they were rebuking and reproving our people, and that's something that a large amount of people don't want to, deal with. They don't want to be told about themselves. They want to be told everything nice about themselves when there's a lot of gunk within you. Okay, you're going.
This is Hosea 4, starting at 1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath controversy with the inhabitants of the land,
Right.
because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land."
Right, there was no knowledge and understanding in the land, because our people had their own land, which was Jerusalem, but there was no understanding in the land. Why? Because they didn't want to hearken onto the ways of the Father. They negated that all completely, being niggas. So basically, what the Lord did, the Lord said, you know what? If you want to worship these other gods, I'm gonna actually brainwash your ass to be that way. So at the end, at the last, I can destroy your asses. You feel what I'm saying? So this is deep, man. This thing is deep. That's why even to this very day, not everybody can receive, not every so-called Negro can receive this truth. Because you got a lot of our people that set up to be destroyed. A lot of these hood boogers, a lot of these mummified servitude boys, church-going Negroes, a lot of them are going to be put to death. Okay? Now, you also have the elect that's going to receive this message. Okay, let's get Matthew 13 real quick, and then I'm going to give it back to the brother. Say, yes, 6:30. Because see, the Lord was not about choosing everybody. The Lord was only concerned about those that were already designated to believe on Him. You gonna read that? Go on. Yeah.
This is Matthew 13 and 9. It says, "Who hath ears to hear, let him hear."
No.
And the disciples came and said unto him, "Why speakest thou unto them in parables?"
Right. Why are you speaking unto Israel unto parables? Wasn't you supposed to teach all of our people the way? That's what the disciples were asking. Like, what are you doing? They got simple going.
He answered and said unto them, "Because it is unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven,
Okay.
but unto them it is not given."
Right, but unto them it is not given, because see, the disciples, in their simplicity, they really couldn't gainsay against that, because they understood that in the scriptures it says that the Lord will nothing but reveal the secrets to his servants the prophets. So this truth is nothing but a gigantic secret, man. Heritage, everybody got Bibles in their homes and all of that stuff, right? But yet, most people on the face of the earth don't understand the Bible. Like, why? This Bible was only given to who? The prophets. Also, the men that are going to be in the future governors of the next world. Go on.
Verse 12, For whosoever have, to him shall be given, and he shall have all abundance.
Right.
But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath.
Yeah, that's me.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
It's not for you to understand. That's why another guy that came on, he's from he said that he believes that his purpose was to, teach his people, that they're worth so much more than what they have now in this society, that they can amount to something a lot much greater. And he said that he felt within himself that that's, that that's his purpose. And that's why I said man's goings is of the Lord. The fact that I'm pretty sure, because he seems like a very intelligent guy. He seems like a guy you can rationalize with, you can reason with. And the guy like that, I'm pretty sure he went to different educational institutions like primary school, secondary school, college, university. If you was to ask, I'm pretty sure he would have said yeah. And so he could have chosen all kind of paths in life. Psychologist, any one of the courses that he did at college or university, he could have went down the roads. But then he said to himself, nah man, none of that for me. I feel like my purpose is to teach and educate my people that there's something a lot much more than what the white man or Esau has to offer them.
That's right.
So that's the spirit of the Most High kind of leading him into something that he never really understood. You know what I'm trying to say? Something that he never would have thought he would come to. Alright? And that's like us. We all went to school. Yeah. Alright? So we could have been anything. Yeah. But guess where we are? We're out here in the street looking at bombs. And we deliberately chose this way. We deliberately chose to come out here and look like bombs on the World Wide Web, man. You know what I'm saying? So we don't fail, man, according to the social class of society, the expectations of society. Yeah. We could have been anything, man. I'm pretty sure brothers got talents, man. You could have used that talent in this world to become something.
Yeah, because what the brother's saying is right, because we're dead to the world. So if we're dead to the world, that would make us monsters to the world.
Yeah, right? You know, so we're dead, man. We deliberately chose to mortify ourselves to this world, man. Alright? Because we saw within ourselves that we're at odds with this place, man. We're at odds with this place, man. We're at odds with everything. Everything we see, we just got a negative opinion of it, man. Yeah. Why? Because our spirit is at odds with the spirit of this place. So how can we be happy and have a joyful, happy life and just live this great when our spirit is just against the wall, man. It's just, we can't help it. That's how we feel. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibration. That's our opinions. And this society teaches people not to be opinionated. Now you can't have opinions. You just better follow common protocol. You know, status quo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And if you're opinionated, then you're negative. You're just a negative person. And you know, and no one wants to hang with you.
Yeah, that's my.
You just wanna go along and be a sheep. Society, man.
Yeah, because this society, what they teach the people in society is to have no standards, have no morals. So let's just say, for example, you know, you're walking down the street, you're drinking, you're looking stupid out here. That's what the elites want. Because if you have no standards and you have no morals, you can be easily controlled by somebody else that has morals and standards. Because you're gonna have a few people on the earth that rule the earth that have morals and standards. But they're telling you don't have morals and standards. Psychologically. So when you become that person of no morals and no sort of spiritual guidance within yourself, come on, man, the media and all of these different engines can manipulate your mind to be the way that you want to be. Okay, and that's why, you know, and I have to talk about this when we walk past. You know, not making no personal attacks or anything, I'm just generally speaking. And that's why most of these women nowadays, they find it cute to be a whore. Why is that? Because society, or should I say the media, has manipulated their mind to think that it's cute to sleep around with different men. When you understand it and use knowledge and understanding, you find out that it's not so cute. You're destroying yourself. Same thing with the men. The men, they find it cool to just be all out of whack and act like women or be a bunch of homosexuals. Because society is engineered to people or conditioning people to accept ludicrous, all manner of ludicrous. Okay, now is it technically people's fault? Not necessarily. Alright, but they do know what's right from wrong. So in the case, yeah, they will be judged. But they've been conditioned. And it's really, as well, not to give the so-called white man too much credit, it's really the Lord. Because when you read Romans, the 1st chapter, it tells you how the Lord gave them up to a reprobate spirit. The word reprobate means to have no judgment. So like you were saying, brother, when people walk just to, you know, they correspond with society without, you know,
Without question. About what?
Without questioning.
I'm pretty sure people question, but it's that people don't want to be what's this word? They don't want to be They don't want to be criticized, man.
Right.
They don't want to be. They're afraid of public criticism.
They might lose their job.
Yeah. So what they'll do is they'll pretend. That's why people. That's why it's difficult to believe that people are actually racists. Because people are racist. It's just that they don't want to come out and say, "Listen, I fuck you niggas." They don't come out and say it because they know that they're going to be they're going to be criticized for being out.
job.
So they're going to act like, oh yeah, we love everybody. They're going to go with that, the common, the rainbow, you know, oh, there's nothing wrong with faggots. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, if they're going to just let them do what they're doing. You know, they go along with that cheesy, that corny way of being, man. You know, down well, they got opinions on that shit, man. You know, if your son, if you had 4 sons and all 4 of your sons were cross-dressing flamers, and you had a family reunion, and you had to present all 5 of your sons, you wouldn't turn up to the reunion, man. You might just commit suicide, man. You should kill yourself.
Yeah. And you know it too, because you know, even just people in general, you know, they've come to accept it now. Because society tells them to accept it. But you're right, I mean, a man in his right mind, he ain't gonna be dealing with no bullshit like that. But a lot of people nowadays, they've come to agree with this nastiness, because it's all conditioning. People have been conditioned on the media, or what is it, the TV, they plays on your emotions and all of that kind of nonsense. So what happens is you know, even though you're old individual, you may not agree with that way of life, but you'll agree with it because they manipulated your emotions to agree with it.
Yeah, like for another example is, you can't even treat a woman that she's a straight up hoe, man. If she is, you gotta treat her with respect and shit. You gotta treat them with respect.
They're not really worthy of it.
You know what I'm saying? You should respect me just because I have a vagina, just because I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? She's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You got society says, oh, you know, you gotta respect them. You get what I'm saying?
That's how it is,
It's
man.
like you just gotta go along with it, man. Like if you say anything, then you're a terrorist. If you go against anything that society says is fine, you're gonna accept this, then you're a terrorist. You're this. You're a misogynist. You're trying to oppress people. You're this. You're that. You're a racist. They got a word for everything, man. They got a word for everything.
What you just said is true, but the one people that they don't have any care about when it's opinions is us. You can say and treat yourself if you want, you can say what we want about us, but you don't hear anyone, you know, advocating for our rights.
Yeah, and every time someone disrespects us as a race, they pressure the person and say, oh, he said sorry. Alright? So he said sorry, so
it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, just shove it
It's okay.
under the carpet. That's
You know what
why
I'm saying?
he said earlier on to the guy, we can't build anything here, man.
So I mean, that's how it is, man. But the point of the matter is going back to what you're saying in Romans 1. You know, the Lord gave them up to a reprobate spirit. And the word, like I said, the word reprobate means to avoid judgment, not to judge me. So that's the world we live in today. And I mean, it's really talking about Jake. Jake is out here, they're not judging everything. They're just going along with society. The thing is cute and cool and everything. But all of this right here is going to be destroyed, man. And if you don't correspond with the ways of how to eat right, you're going to be destroyed as well. That's the end all be all when it comes to the workings of wickedness. So
No. I'm still in the Hosea.
oh right.
No, there's another one in here. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
So read that again.
So my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
And we should have brought that out in the beginning, man, when that brother came. Because we were talking about how we discontinue from our heritage and everything. We could have brought that out, man. My people are destroyed for what? A lack of knowledge, man. Okay? Lack of knowledge of what? If we knew who we, that's what I said, if you knew had the truth, what would you be? You'd be free, man. If you had this knowledge, you wouldn't be destroyed, man. Alright? You be free, because what's destroying you, man? All this shit out here that's keeping you blind from the knowledge that was gonna set you free in the first fucking place, man. Everything out here is keeping us back from being free as a nation. That's why they call it captivity. In the scriptures, they call it the iron furnace, man. They said Egypt was the iron furnace. And they said in the curse, part of the curses is that our heaven would be brass and the earth would be like iron or something like that. Roughly paraphrase. Basically, we'd be in captivity. We'd be like in prison, man. Alright? So this prison house is keeping us back from being free, man.
Get the scripture on that. It says the scriptures. Get the scripture on that. He speaks about how we would be in prison houses.
Oh yeah, that would hold it.
You're dealing with a lot of people, man, out here. You find out is that this may sound funny, but this is actually factual. A lot of people don't really want to be free, man. A lot of people just want to be into slavery. That's what they want, and it tells you in the Bible too. Okay, how Israel is a homeborn state. Has he become a homeborn state? Here is the Lord set him up, or the nation of Israel to be an exalted nation. But yet they want to stay in captivity. They're comfortable in slavery, man. Like, for example, if you have a dog, and I had a couple of dogs, during the years when I was a young, lad and all of that, right? So-called teen years. If you have a dog, right, and you have a cage for the dog, and you keep that dog in the cage for a long period of time, open that cage up, he won't come out the cage. You have to actually fight him to come out the cage. So that's the state of our people, man. They're inside this prison house, and they're used to prison. They're used to this low vibrational state of being going.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. Right? So did it literally mean that the clouds and everything was going to transform into brass, man? And then the earth shall transform into iron? No, it's meant to be like prison, man. We be like in a prison-like condition as a people, where we be like, we go ask permission from our slave masters to leave the fucking country, man. We need a passport and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're stuck in the ghetto. Look, you got certain niggas that don't know anything else but the ghetto, man. And literally they're stuck in the ghetto, like. They're just there, like, that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? Then I got another scripture. That slavery was the iron place. But it says Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 20. But Yahweh have taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. Right? So Egypt, that was the iron furnace, that was captivity. And that's what he was speaking about in Deuteronomy 28, about the earth being iron and the heaven being brass, man. Alright? So all of this is keeping us back from being, holding back us from being free, man. Okay? My people are destroyed. This place is destroying us, man.
That's why they don't want to be free.
Alright? This place is destroying us, man. Alright? And it's destroying us, and it's keeping the knowledge that we're supposed to be back from us, man. The knowledge that we're supposed to have is hiding it from us, man.
When you know though,
because when you go to school, excuse me, when you go to school, you don't learn about this, man. You don't see prophets set up in the school. You don't see the men of GMS inside primary school, man, teaching the little youths about, you're going slavery. Or you're the East Indian, or you're going slavery.
That's right.
Or you Jamaicans and Nigerians, little youths, you're going to be in the kingdom of heaven. Educated little youths and they're going slavery and shit. And in secondary school and in college, you don't see the men of GMS up in there, man. The school curriculum is on Revelations, the 20th chapter. You know, you don't see that. You don't see fucking, you get what I'm saying? You don't see, the elders of GMS all up in, the apostles in university having seminars and lectures, man. Lecturing the people there.
Right.
You gotta pick which courses. You gotta pick which courses.
It's a lot, your brother. But you know though, right? The apostles of Great Millstone, they go to the seminars, universities, and all that. There's videos all around there showing that the apostles went to the school seminars, right? And them Negroes still didn't get the truth.
Jehovah's
So
Witness.
it's-